Ashton wanted a dirt bike and a snowcat. I was just like, Ashton, you're getting to the point where you could, start working and, start working for that kind of stuff. And it doesn't do me any good to buy your, snowcat or dirt bike. So he was like, well, Dad, can we start mowing grass? I was like, yeah, why not, And then, so then we ended up buying him a big commercial rider, and talked to some of the friends around the surrounding area that needed some lawns mowed, like Schobergs and Fairdies and stuff like that. So he started with 6 lawns, and by the end of summer, we were doing 38 yards. And
Wow.
well, we were having a hard time getting them to town, so we had a good friend of Jeff Olson that owns Olson Construction there, and he uh, he said that we could park Ashton's mower in his shop. So when my wife would go to work, he would get a ride into Olson's there and take off with his mower for the day and go do all the lawns. So then the summer was starting to narrow down, and then we had another call from Mark Borseth and asked if we'd be interested in expanding our business into the snow removal. So I was like, oh, okay. I said, what do you got for us? So he's like, well, the Downtown Development Association and the Chamber is looking for somebody to take care of the downtown sidewalks. And I was like, oh man, that's a lot of work. But I said, yeah, I'll dig into it and see what we can do. And yeah, I got involved with those guys, and we ended up buying a little machine that sweeps all the sidewalks downtown, and that was a good turnout. People really really liked it. It was nice to keep the sidewalks safe for everybody for walking, in the wintertime, and it was just it worked out great. And then in 2020, right? 2020, we started getting phone calls in the spring of doing oh all kinds of stuff, tree trimming and doing shrubs and just all kinds of stuff. And I worked for Davidson Construction for 15 years, and I was just like, that we might be on to something here. And the one night I was going through Facebook, and I like to look for deals, on Facebook, on the marketplaces and stuff. And I ended up seeing this hydro seeding machine. So then I was like, man, Ashton, I said, this would be kind of neat to have this, on our, add on something to expand the business, plant grass for people. Well, then I scrolled down a little more and I saw a decorative curb machine. And I'm like, what is a decorative curb machine? Never heard of it in my life. So I watched a bunch of videos at night, and I was like, man, that is so neat. I really liked it. So we had some good neighbors, and we had some extra stuff. And they're like, yeah, come over to our place and try it out, teach yourselves how to do it. So we're like, all right. So we went to the first neighbor and we started trying it out. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I wish there was a video camera going because it was a mess. Oh, I was just like, when we got done, we were just like, I don't know if we really want to do this. It was just fast paced, and it was just, there was rocks flying everywhere. And well, I'd called the guy and asked him, what did we do wrong? Well, first, what we did wrong was we had the machines wide open, and they're only supposed to be idling. So we had rocks flying everywhere, and we could do like 15 feet of curb in like 20 seconds. And I was just sweating, and I couldn't, yeah, so we turned the machines down on the next one. And then it started coming really good. And then we were getting really good at it. So then, yeah, we ended up buying all that stuff from Langdon, North Dakota, and we started getting into that. Well, then what else did we start doing? Oh, Mosquito Minus. We got into it's an organic spray that it keeps the mosquitoes, and flies and stuff out of your yard. So we started doing that last year, and that was a pretty good turnout. And then was January. Yeah, we bought the the old Lawrence Auto Sales place there, and that became the home of Ashton's mowing service. And we ended up putting bunkers and stuff in there. So we're gonna start selling like the bulk mulch for people and peat and black dirt, and we'll have river rock in there, and then we got into that stuff. So it just keeps adding more and more. It just yeah. People call for more things, and we just keep adding more and more stuff to do on our list, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. Then that's our journey of how this all started.
So Darwin, would you say, as far as like advertising and stuff, I know I found out about you because you actually walked into my office with some business cards, and you had that sheet, I remember, that talked about the decorative stuff that you did. So that's how I heard about you. And then I know that I gave your card to like Redeemer to call you, and so
yeah, word of mouth.
Is it basically just word of mouth? I mean,
word of mouth.
Advertising?
Yeah, word of mouth is the big thing that's been helping us out a lot. And then I know we've done a few advertising here and there, but I know like the advertising on the trailers, that helps a lot too. That's a big thing on the trailers. That's like a moving billboard all over town. So
right.
But yeah, it's been a lot of word of mouth. A lot of word of mouth. I mean, we try to do our best on everything we do, and that gets around town like wildfire. So
well, and that's what I was going to say. And then you get the return business and people asking, "Hey, who does your lawn, or who does?"
Right.
I suppose.
Yep. Right. No, it's been very good. It's been very good.
Well, I know that I'm excited for you guys to come over to my house because I got lots of projects for you over there. So
yeah, we're excited too.
Does anybody else have any questions for Darwin and Ashton?
I have a question for Ashton. You're only a junior in high school, which is just totally amazing. What motivates you every day to keep your business going, do your schoolwork, and yet be a teenager?
That's a good question. I don't really, I couldn't really tell you. I guess I just try to get my homework done, and I just like to go help my dad at the shop and stuff like that. So it's yeah.
So you're enjoying what you're doing?
Yeah, I like it.
Great. That's great.
Well, and before this, I was talking to Darwin and Ashton, you were saying that you have you kind of run your own team. You've hired some people. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, my friends, we're all good friends, so they wanted like some money. So I was like, yeah, I can ask my dad to see if you guys can come and work with us. So it started with one of my friends and one friend, then it started another, and then now I have 3 friends that are working with me. Yesterday we just did all work together, so it was a good day yesterday.
They did a great job yesterday. Very good
Great.
job. Good team.
So are you in charge of doing the payroll, or is that your dad's department?
That's all him. He can do all that stuff.
Don't forget to learn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you get your snowmobile or your dirt bike?
Yep.
Yep. He
Okay,
did.
that's good.
He saved up his money and bought his own stuff. Yep. Very proud of him.
I'm kind of curious. Your mosquito stuff that you spray, you said was organic.
It is.
Is it safe for plants?
Safe for plants, animals, kids, everything. Yes. Yep. It does a very nice job. We went out to a guy's place there, and it was bad. I mean, we couldn't even get out of the trailer. The mosquitoes, it was just like a big net behind the door of the trailer there. And we got outside and they were just like all over us. And he's like, see, I told you it's bad out here. I'm like, yeah. I said, well, let's see how good this stuff works. And we went and we sprayed his whole perimeter of his place. And he called the next day and he's like, hey, just let you know, I'm outside in a tank top and shorts. He's like, I haven't done this all summer long. So it works great. It works really good. Yep. No, it was, I was really happy. He was happy too. It lasted for about 3 weeks, he said. So, but yeah, this stuff is all organic. It doesn't hurt anything. They say you can drink it, but I'm not going to try it.
I won't be the guinea pig either. No.
So
Darwin, do you guys network with other people? Like, I mean, I know you work for Davidson. Are you still in connection with those guys?
Oh,
I mean,
yes, very much. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, me and Kevin are pretty close. We, yeah, he's a big supporter for us. I mean, he's been really good. And then, you know, Jeff Olson and all those guys. Yeah, we all work together. I like to work with everybody. You know, I like to work with everyone.
Well, and I know I called Darwin because I have some projects that I wanted done around my house this weekend or this summer and stuff. And I need grass planted and all that good stuff. And Darwin, you were amazing. I mean, you were like, when I said, yeah, and I want to find somebody to do this, you were on the phone calling someone and, you know,
yeah,
he had the connections to get people over to my house and get things started. And now that I've got some of the projects started, you know, now that he said that they're going to my house today because they called him to come and do his part, you know, so
yeah.
I think it's great that you network so much with so many different people around
Yeah,
here.
I'm very blessed to have a lot of good friends out there. Yeah, no, it's great. So I have those connections to help people out to get their stuff done. So
Right.
no, it's been great. I've been having a good time.
Good.
So you got started a couple of years ago, and if someone were to ask you, you know, this is pretty fresh for you, but what are the maybe 2 or 3 things that they should know about starting a business? If you were going to give somebody some tips, what are the most important lessons you've learned through this startup process?
Organize. It's hard to be organized when you get busy and you have so much stuff going on. It's hard to get organized. I write a lot of stuff down, and I even forget where I put it. It's because you're just so busy. You're going constantly. Another thing is, I know I like to do all the book work myself, but now it's to the point where I can't handle it anymore because I got so much stuff going on. A good accountant is a really another good one to have because they help you a lot. I mean, they're there to help you. So that's a big plus there too. Then let me see, what else do we struggle with? I think other than that, yeah. Help. You know, having employees, good employees, that's a plus too. You know, they're out there to help you make your business grow. And but we're slowly getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, there's a lot to figure out.
Yes.
It's like drinking from a fire hose. It comes pretty fast. You just got to figure it out as you go. And
yeah.
You mentioned being organized right at the outset. Are there any tools that you've used that have helped you be organized that might be helpful to someone else?
QuickBooks, online QuickBooks, you know, that was really good. That helped me out a lot. The first year we were just writing stuff on paper, and I was just like, this is like, it was and then you have to do it again at the end. But now QuickBooks is, you know, you just put it in the computer and it does everything for you. It's a handy tool to have. And then, you know, when taxes come, usually I'd spend 2-3 days doing taxes. Well, now it's just a push a button and it emails right to the accountant. Done. It's all done. You just got to keep up on your bookwork, you know. But yeah, that was a big saver for us, is the QuickBooks thing. So that's a deal. Yep.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys very much. I loved hearing your story, and it's neat that you know, Ashton, you've got the drive too, and that, you know, Darwin, you're showing him good work ethic, and that, you know, set your mind to something and you can do it. And that's awesome to be teaching our kids. I love that.
Right. Yeah. And then I just want to shout out to like some of my friends out there that help us get going, like Davidson Construction, you know, they're great supporters. Jeff Olson for letting us use his shop and stuff, you know, when Ashton started. PGS, Prairie Grain Systems, Adam and Abby, they let us use their shop for a full year. You know, they're just, yeah, great people. I mean, just great support. My family and friends, you know, my family especially is great support. They're just behind us 100%, and they just keep pushing us, you know, and so it's just good to have good friends.